Welcome to Intergeo TV here in our studio in Stuttgart at the Intergeo 2015. Joining me is Eduardo Falcon from Topcon, the Topcon positioning group. I'm going to introduce him now and we look forward to have him here. Eduardo Falcon, I read your title because it's a long one. Executive Vice President, General Manager, Geo Positioning Solutions Group at Topcon Positioning Group. So you're running the global business for that. Then let's talk about the global business. Let's talk about the mission, about the goals of your company.
Thank you for inviting me. This is a great opportunity to share a little bit about what Topcon does. My responsibility, as you mentioned, is the geo-positioning business worldwide. Our mission is very simple, is to make the customer productive. That is the core of what we do every day. We focus in different industries. Geo-positioning, of course, the core for us, traditional surveying, engineering, and of course now all the new mass data revolution that we started actually years ago working with large internet suppliers of those data. So our goal is to be able to make our customers, like I say, more productive in the areas that we are in, construction, agricultural, and the geo-positioning business. And to do that, we have developments worldwide, many locations all over the world, integrating technology from different sources and making it available for the customers as a solution.
How important is it in these days to have new products, to have new releases of products the customer trusts? So what is the actual situation at Topcon?
Oh, it's critical to have a new technology and the integration of the technology as we move forward. Topcon is completely focused on producing full solutions for the customer, again, in the areas that we are devoted to, agricultural, construction, and the geo-positioning business. Critical for us is to, of course, maintain connectivity, be able to make this transformation, this democratization of the technology, we call it internally, in which we can make the user productive and we can capture now new markets that before didn't have access to our products. So we are in a constant development of both research and development strategies and, of course, distribution systems to be able to put all our products in the market.
You mentioned mass data and how to handle it. I think this is a chance on the one hand and a challenge on the other one, huh?
Yeah, we started working on mass data many years ago. We had some large projects with the internet providers, search engines that everybody knows, and we started a trend there using mass data and this type of technology for creating really a new paradigm, a new world for the customer and for the user, which now everybody gives for granted. The capability to have geo-positioning and to be able to know where they are, how close are they to things, and how actually they can benefit from that technology. So we have been in that process of democratization for a long time. We have an internal definition of this to make it simpler to identify. We are talking about what we call continuous representation of reality, CRR, continuous representation of reality. So we are integrating technologies to be able to recreate, continuously capture that technology and keep it archived and keep it accessible. So we can then detect variations between before and after, and we can then represent that reality not only through space, but also through time. So we are talking all the time today about continuity in time and space. This value of the data, historical value of the data and the variation is actually what makes our customers very productive, because we can help them in the process of design, in the process of creating new value added to what they create themselves.
Geospatial 4.0, BIM, big data, the future of the map, digitalization, these are all the topics of the present.
All of the above.
And make What's going to be ahead of that? It's now a process that's going to be within the next 5 years, this geospatial 4.0, or is this coming new?
It's all of the above. It's what you mentioned. For us, it's not a sticker. Like I said, we define it internally probably as early as 10, 15 years ago when we were talking about this representation reality and what we can do to be able to manage that data to make the customer more productive. You mentioned BIM in your comment. We have been involved in BIM for a period of time. We have a large cooperation with some companies in the space. We have been able to create original new product in that area. So again, the concept at the end of the day is to be able to create the tool that make our customer productive and opening new markets to people that didn't use this technology before. Today, our products are being used by the layman, maybe laying out cement or staking out points, right, within the building. So for us, it's a new variation of the same concept and the same thing that we have, which is we capture reality and then we use that reality to be able to create a new one. As we do that, we maintain a chronological view of those stages. And we make the customer, again, give the tools for him to be able to produce a higher output at the end when they are setting up the new reality.
Finally, let's talk a little bit about Stuttgart. You being here, I think you have a lot of appointments. You have a lot of speeches with the clients, discussions. How's the climate here? How important is Intergeo for you?
Intergeo is critical for us. It's our show in terms of geospatial, geopositioning business. We had the opportunity to see a lot of friends here and a lot of distributors, and also to get in touch directly with the reality of the field. The situation, of course, varies depending on the country that we are in. We see a European economy that is flattening and going up. That's really the view, with some variations, of course, from Russia and Greece. The rest of the world is, for our own perspective, is moving forward in a positive way. I think that throughout this period, we will have, of course, highs and downs based on the price of the commodities, the oil, and the oil industry, and the variations, of course, that we had today. But we are looking at this from a very positive perspective, in the sense that the population of the world will continue growing. It is inevitable that we need to have a better infrastructure, and it's inevitable that there will be more population that will need to consume more proteins, right? And for them, be able to create the weapons to fight that battle, to be able to create that, to bridge the gap between what we have today and what we really need in terms of the population needs for the future, the only solution is technology. So our view is extremely optimistic because we understand that the only way to bridge that gap that is needed for the development of the humanity at the end of the day is going to be done through our technology as part of that package. So we are excited about the future. We continue developing new products and expanding not only our distribution networks, but our areas of interest, and committed completely to the industry. We are here to stay.
That's good news. And Eduardo, Falcon, thanks for you to be here. It was good to have you here, and thank you for listening, for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.